In this video, you are going to learn to evaluate expressions with a fraction bar and brackets using the correct order of operations. To begin, we are going to look at solving expressions with parentheses and exponents, and then we'll move on to expressions with fraction bars and brackets. So first, what you need to do is you're going to copy down the problem in your notebook. The first problem we're going to do is 32 times the quantity 3 plus 2 plus 8 divided by 2. So take a second to copy down the problem, pause the video if you need to, and then hit play to continue. Now, what you should do if you're ready to solve this or evaluate this expression is begin with step 1. So on your paper, do the first step in the correct order of operations. Pause the video so you can do this. When you are ready to continue, hit play so you can check your work. The first step in solving this equation would be to look for parentheses. So in parentheses, we have 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. We are now done with that part of the expression. So then we bring down the rest of the expression and copy it below. Now, pause the video and perform the second step in evaluating this expression. When you're ready to continue and to check your work, you may hit play. So, the second step in evaluating this expression would be the multiplication, 32 times 5. When we do 32 times 5, we do that because it's the first operation from left to right. We also see division, but that is on the right side. So we're going to do 32 times 5 first. So that is going to be 160. Now we can add 8 divided by 2. Now, you're done with those numbers. So now perform the third step in evaluating this expression. You can hit pause, show the work on your paper, and then when you're ready to continue, hit play to check your work. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is the division, 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4, so we'll bring down the 4, and we're done using those numbers. So now we bring down the 160, and our expression now is 160 plus 4. Now all we have left to do is add those two numbers. So add those numbers, hit pause, and when you're ready to continue to check your work, hit play. So now if you add 160 plus 4, you get 164. So now to the next problem. The next problem you're going to copy down is 6 divided by the quantity 1 plus 2 times 5 to the second power minus 25. So copy down the problem, hit pause if you need to, and then hit play when you're ready to continue. Now what I would like you to do is perform the first step in evaluating this expression. Hit pause, and then when you are ready to continue to check your work, hit play. So the first step in this equation, this expression, would be to look for parentheses. In parentheses, we see 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. So we are finished using the 1 plus 2, and now we will use the 3 instead. So bring down the rest of that expression and copy it down. Now pause the video and perform the second step in evaluating this expression. When you're ready to check your work, hit play. So the next step in evaluating this expression will be exponents. So the exponent in this expression is 5 to the second power. Now 5 to the second power is 25 because we have to do 5 times 5. So now we are finished using the 5 to the second power and instead we'll use 25. So then we copy down the rest of the problem. And now we're ready to start with the next step in evaluating this expression. So the first step was parentheses, the second step was exponents. The third step is now going to be to check for multiplication or division from left to right. So perform the next step, pause the video, and then when you're ready to check your work, hit play. So the next step would be to divide 6 divided by 3. We see division and multiplication, but we have to go from left to right. So the first one we're going to do is division. Whichever one you see first on the left, you will do first. So 6 divided by 3 is 2, and now we're finished with those numbers. And now we're going to copy down the rest of that expression. Now, we need to check for multiplication or division, and we see multiplication, 2 times 25. So the next step is going to be 2 times 25. 2 times 25 is 50. So we'll bring down the 50, and we're finished with those numbers, and then we continue on with 50 minus 25. So now, evaluate the rest of the expression, pause the video, and then when you're ready to check your work, hit play. Now, 50 minus 25 is going to give us a value of 25. Now we're going to go to the next expression. The next expression is going to be 2 to the 4th power plus the quantity 81 minus 50 and then plus 5. Copy down the problem, you can pause the video, and then when you're ready to continue, hit play. Now, perform the first step. So when you're ready to continue, you can hit play, and you can check your work. So in parentheses, we have 81 minus 50. So the first order of operation, or the first step in order of operation says do the operation in the parentheses. So 81 minus 50 is going to be 31. So we bring that down. We're not using those numbers anymore. So we copy down the rest of the expression, 2 to the 4th power plus 31 plus 5. So now the next step would be, once we checked for parentheses, now we check for exponents. So perform the next step in solving this expression or evaluating for this expression and hit pause, and then you can hit play when you're ready to continue and check your work. Now, the next step would be to evaluate any exponents. And so we see 2 to the 4th power. Now 2 to the 4th power is 2 times 2, which is 4, times 2 again, which is 8, and then times 2 again, which is 16. So 2 to the 4th power is 16. So we'll cross out 2 to the 4th power and we'll use 16 instead. Now I copy down the rest of the expression, and now all I have to do is add. So we finish evaluating this expression, you can hit pause, and then when you're ready, click play to continue to check your work. So when you just add up the 16 plus the 31 plus the 5, you are going to get 52.